Dear Ace Bailey. Bro, what the hell are you doing? This man's over here cooking himself in front of the entire world. He's cheddar bobbing himself. Bruh, just go to Utah and become one with nature already.
Mark Cooper, his thoughts on his client's future in Utah, and he declined to answer those questions. He told me there's nothing uncommon about Ace Bailey's pre-draft process. 18 teams interviewed him. They all saw him work out at the NBA draft combine. They all have his medicals, his measurements. He's not the first player to decline or cancel workouts, which is absolutely true.
In summation, like, you know, people on this channel know this. I kind of like Ace Bailey. I kind of like, you know what I mean? But like, you know, my thoughts is basically the manager's doing all the damage. We all know this. The manager's doing all the damage. And, you know, the kid's 19. He's not even an adult yet. But at the same time, sometimes in life, you have to mature faster than others. Unfortunately, you are 19 years old, but you have to make an adult decision. It's come to that point, dude. Ace Bailey, it's come to that point. Okay, and I'm saying unfortunately, even though this guy's gonna be a millionaire like in 2 seconds, you know, but like, you know, congrats to him, by the way, for that. You know, I'm not gonna hate on somebody for getting their money, but you know, that's the way I see it. I like Ace Bailey. I've been defending him for a while, but at the same time, push come to shove, you need to make a decision, dude. The rational decision is to distance yourself from this manager. He needs to distance himself from that dude. Like, wear a mask. Like, seriously, wear a mask around him. I don't care. Pretend it's 2020. But anyways, new reports just recently came out from Ace Bailey's representatives, you know, the dudes who are cooperating with Ace Bailey's manager, saying that, you know, I don't know, positive limelight. Here it is.
Yes. But I just want to get your initial thoughts on Ace being selected number 5 by Utah. Is this a team that he's excited to play for?
And yeah, no, he's thrilled to be going to Utah. Obviously, it's an honor to be selected in the top 5 of the NBA draft. And, you know, we think he can do a lot of great things out there. He certainly should get a ton of playing time, and he'll have a lot of chances to show what he can do.
You gotta love a PR crisis management team, dude. You know, especially when it's a blame game.
What was sort of some of that thought process going into the draft process?
Yeah, I mean, we focused, you know, again, this was led by his longtime manager, Omar Cooper, who we're partnering with on this. And Omar really, you know, focused more on fit rather than going 3rd in the draft kind of thing.
To be honest, I don't know what the hell's happening in Utah. But yeah, man, in this video, I'm going to talk about the Ace Bailey situation. Is it even a situation anymore? I feel like it's being overblown by ESPN, because that's all ESPN does. You know, this freaking overblown, or, you know, just exaggerate every single freaking crisis. But yeah, man, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. And also, side note, thank you to everybody, especially Wizards Nation, who subscribed to my video that came out last night. I truly appreciate it, even though I'm a little bit upset. I'm gonna be straightforward. I'm a little bit upset because, you know, that video was demonetized for some freaking reason. I don't know why. It's demonetized. I'll put it right here just for, you know, for proof. You don't think I'm a fucking lying asshole. I didn't even talk shit about Adam Silver, and I got demonetized, dude. I talked shit about him plenty, but it was a positive video with the Wizards. You know, I'm just congratulating my team, and then these fucking assholes just the NBA monetizes over the Wizards after every single freaking commercial break before they pick. But then, God forbid, I freaking congratulate my team and then take away my money. Like,
some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Is that your car?
I gotta get paid too, bruh. Long story short with this Ace Bailey thing, man. You know, new reports recently came out with the draft coming out 2 days ago. This report came out today basically saying that Ace Bailey has had minimal contact with the Jazz since he's been drafted and has yet to arrive in Utah per Windy. Quote unquote, the Jazz were very excited to welcome him to Utah over the weekend, and that hasn't happened yet. So he did not go there. Their other first-round pick, Walter Clayton Jr., flew to Utah on Thursday and is getting ready to go, but Ace Bailey did not, and there's been minimal contact with him and the team. There is not a crisis yet. And it's just the stuff that we already know. There's no crisis because Utah holds all power. That's why.
The right thing for a young player to do. But, you know, he's got the choice to do it. He's not really a member of the union yet, but he's protected by the union.
Right.
So I think what's going to happen is Ace Bailey's going to find out that, you know, he got to play in Utah. The fate has been served to you. You've been served. You've been served by the good people of Utah. You're done. Like, you're not done, but I mean, like, just accept your faith and go there, bruh. It's okay. It's okay. You're not going to be there forever. Who knows? Actually, no. Donovan Mitchell left. Gordon Hayward left. You probably will be there for 4 years.
They're expecting that player, Walter Clayton, and Ace Bailey on Monday at the beginning of training camp for Summer League.
And part of that is they're going to tender him a rookie tender. That will make him, they'll have his rights to his contract. 4 years, $40 million is a rookie contract for the 5th pick in the draft, including a $9 million salary this year. I'm not sure Ace Bailey really wants to forfeit that.
Anyways, I did some research for this video, right? And I went to the Salt Lake Tribune, and they're stating basically that this is just being a little bit, this is just being exaggerated to a certain degree. They're saying, quote unquote, "It is my understanding that all of our draft picks are going to be here this weekend and preparing for Summer League," Jazz Vice President of Player Development Avery Bradley said on Thursday. And then the article stated this as well, that all the Jazz draft picks are expected to report to the team by Monday for a few days of practice before the Salt Lake City Summer League begins July 5th. So, again, it looks like this is just being overblown, but then again, it's still not looking good on Ace Bailey's side. But predominantly it's coming from his manager, but still, I think it's come to the point with Ace Bailey, like, be grateful. You're there, dude. You're there. You're there. Just be grateful, dude. Like, and this is coming, again, I've been an Ace Bailey defender. People on this channel know this, you know. It's set in stone, bruh. You're good. Who's to say you fall in love with the beautiful Mormon chick in Utah, bruh? Maybe then, you know, you never know. Maybe in a couple years she could be your manager. There's nothing wrong with that. The fuck, a girl can be a manager. And then she probably divorce you 3 years later after that. But you know what? She's going to take millions from you. But it's not going to be comparable to the millions amount of dollars that's being taken away from you from Omar. It's a classic of you are with the people you surround yourself with. It's just simple as that. It just all boils down to that sentence. You are exactly who you surround yourself with. And unfortunately, he's just been surrounded by somebody who's just a negative influence on him right now. But he needs to make that big boy decision. And I feel like he's going to. You know, I feel like Ace Bailey, the basketball player, I mean, Ace Bailey, the basketball player, has his own red flags too. Don't get me wrong. But Ace Bailey, the person, like, you know, I can tell he wants to be great. He wants to be a great basketball player. He wants to go to a place where, you know, he will have a chance to be a star. I mean, I can't blame him for that. I really can't. But everything else besides that, there comes a point where push comes to shove, you have to make a decision.
Do you see the Jazz ultimately giving in?
I do not. I do not think any team in this situation would give in. They have the ultimate position, and I do not see Danny Ainge giving in. And here's the bottom line. The Utah Jazz, they cannot worry about whether a player wants to be in Salt Lake City or whether he loves the fit on their roster. They have to draft and develop the most talented players they can.
Wendy's right. Utah shouldn't budge. Utah shouldn't, like, you know, they have all the leverage. And to be honest, the way I'm thinking about it, like, if Ace Bailey was the BPA on Utah's board and they took him, even though the report's saying that he didn't want to go to Utah, he wanted to go to the Wizards, the Pelicans, or the Nets, and Utah still took him, hey, more power to Utah. If that's the BPA, I'm a BPA guy. If he's a BPA and he's being a little brat, I guess, I don't know, then still take him. Say, fuck it, I don't care. I don't care what the fuck. Always follow your board, bruh. Always listen to your board. BPA above everything. BPA above everything. I don't stand with this hate, too. I know Utah's been getting shitted on lately all over your national ESPN and friggin' Twitter. I don't stand with it. I don't stand with the Utah hate, bruh. Coming from a small market team, we gotta support other small market teams, bruh. We got to support. The fuck. I feel like I'm like Eskimo brothers with some people in Utah. Like, I feel the pain. I know the pain. Utah takes the top spot for the country's worst drivers, according to new reports. A Utah highway state official reported 61,000 car crashes since 2021. I will forever condemn Utah for as long as I live. I just, like, Utah is a wasteland. Dude, Ace Bailey, get the fuck out of there. Dude, go to Charlotte. Again, I'm going to keep saying this. Just be grateful you're in the NBA. Everything will settle itself out. He's a competitor. He's a dog. Make the most of the situation, bruh. I keep calling him bruh. I don't know him. You know, maybe he don't like bruh, you know. But just make the most of it. Prove everybody wrong. Use this as motivation. The people who passed on you. Honestly, that's what I would do. And also, this tweet kind of summed it up. You never know. You never know, bruh. Ace Bailey, I'm sorry to call you bruh, but, like, you never know. Steph Curry didn't want to go to the Warriors. What happened? He wanted to go to the Knicks. He went to the Warriors, but Steph Curry, he manned up. Steph Curry manned up. He did his thing, made the most of the situation, and now look at him. You know. I don't want to compare, Ace Bailey to one of the greatest point guards or one of the greatest players of all time. You know what I mean? But still, it's just like an example. Just make the most of the situation, dude. Turn it around yourself. If you think you're that good, which I think you can be, turn that place around yourself. Let's all point our hatred to the team that deserves it the most. Charlotte. Okay, people keep they're swiping this under the rug. I need to say this. Freaking Charlotte. This report came out. I predicted this. Okay, and I ain't shit. Trust me, I ain't shit. Trust me, bro. Y'all don't know how much I ain't shit. But this came out, and I predicted this, and I was just like, dude, the Wizards, they're gonna try to trade with the Hornets. They're gonna try to go up to 4 because the freaking Nets are gonna try to get Ace Bailey, and you never know with the Jazz. And look at this. It looks like Will Dawkins kind of wanted Ace Bailey. He kind of expected to. He wanted to trade up. We all know if Will Dawkins likes you, he'll trade up to get you. But what did Charlotte do? They stood pat because they're freaking worried that Knuppel would be taken by Utah at freaking 5. Knuppel? Sorry, Knuppel. They're worried they're going to lose out on freaking Knuppel at 5. Yeah, Yeah, that guy. Yeah. I blame Charlotte. Bailey, if you're pissed off at Utah, bro, be pissed off at Charlotte. Drop 50 on them this year, forever. Drop 50. They deserve it. They could use a good 50 now and then. So this is all Charlotte's fault. For the dirty bucket, I'm telling you guys right now, this is all Charlotte's fault. Don't blame Utah, or don't even blame Washington for not even trying to giving up enough assets to get you. Blame freaking Charlotte.
Former Duke standout Danny Ferry will not be playing in the NBA this coming season. Ferry was the #1 draft pick of the LA Clippers, second selection overall in this year's draft, but he's been unable to come to terms with the Clippers, so today he signed a 1-year deal to play with a team in Rome.
That flashback right there was one of the last times that, when a draft pick didn't show up, and then he tried to force his way out of the team that drafted him, one, and that was 1989. So I was like, Ace, you're playing with fire right now, my man. And also, I see tweets they're saying, oh look at the odds-on favorites for Ace Bailey's next team, and look who's freaking on top of it, the Lakers. Good, nice one, Adam Silver. I'm gonna keep a mouth shut. Maybe this video won't get demonetized. I don't know. Man, sorry if I was just yelling too much in this video, but that's my take on this. I feel like this is gonna be resolved soon. I feel like also, Utah's not a bad place for him, team wise. He's gonna get his shots up. They have a great coach in Utah. So yeah, that's my take. Ace, you'll be fine, bro. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. Till next video. Peace, y'all.